Obviously hit some big ones, but throughout the game, he did that and, made the right play as well. So drew a crowd, got off the ball, didn't play in the crowd a ton, limited our turnovers only to 8, and then got favorable matchups and knocked them down, whether going to the basket or, rising up for a shot. So huge night by him, other guys as well, but definitely needed.
Did you say anything that is a little familiar as it's unfolding from last game? I feel like the initial Mason guys kind of settled down.
Yeah, just not get stagnant. They start switching a little bit, and we knew what hurt us last game, so we want to get a little more movement, off ball action. They're going to switch certain things on ball, but we can do some different things off ball, and I think it freed us up a little bit to attack there. And at the end of the day, you got to make some shots, and against favorable matchups, not settle and get other guys involved, and did a better job of that tonight.
What does it say for your team in general to respond the way y'all did 2 nights after such a crushing loss, to come back on the road the way you were able to?
Yeah, we had the right resolve. We talked about it after that game, let an opportunity slip away, but, still have a chance to make it a better story, I guess. And so, we felt good going into it because we played so well for 3.5 quarters. Everybody's, like I said, pissed before the game. I said everybody's pissed about the outcome, but we knew how well we played throughout the series and let some things slip away, but never any doubt or, hangover from that game. We put it to bed the next day and look forward to getting it back to the Garden.
Feels like you found something with that Stars and Derek lineup. Derek, especially the connector in this game. What do you think from him and that unit together when you put him in there?
Yeah, they've been good all year, honestly, with Derek in the game. Got 4 guys that can create, space it out different, and their threats out there, and they defended a little bit differently. They got another guy to worry about other than spot up shooting. And just to get another guy that can initiate. They put their best defenders on certain guys and frees up others to get loose. And Derek is one of them that can, get downhill, make the right play, and initiate our offense with a little less pressure. So love what he's doing out there with that group.
What's the key to cutting down that run? A couple of times out your man before the corner. What sort of things you're talking about? What do you
Yeah, we want to get solid shots, obviously, and not get stagnant. That was the main thing, not just get ISO heavy against their switching late. Understand what hurt us last game and how we can take advantage of those, not just for yourself, but get guys involved. I think we made more of the right plays, put us in some sets as well to get off the ball and where they're not switching as much. And then got to defend, get stops. He said, we had 10, 13-point lead. Shots are going to make or miss. You're going to take the right ones, but you can still defend at a high level and, keep them in the 90s, which was our goal. And so the defense was better down the stretch, but also a little bit more movement off ball and not getting bogged down as much ISO heavy.
When they hit that 3 to cut it to 6, what did you see in your team that was different from the other night?
Yeah, that we, made some mistakes there. The main thing we talked about was, okay, they're going to make some shots, but let's limit them to 1 shot. That was the main thing that hurt us last game, and then transition, make them score in half court. So that was our main thing. They hit the 3, but we, got a timeout, got a nice shot off for Jalen, extend the lead back up, and then loved our playmaking off the ball. I think we made much more plays tonight instead of watching Giannis go down the lane one-on-one. Guys were making plays and then finishing with the rebound, getting out running. So what we've done a lot of all series, but at that time in the game, we knew we had the lead and obviously had given one away and didn't want to replicate that.
You've been through a lot of playoff series as a player, as a coach. How much does it take to win a game like this on the road?
Yeah, I think it's it's a testament to what we've kind of been the second half of the season. I don't know if it affects us playing on the road as much as some other teams. We've been pretty good there, and I think our guys embrace that. But tough atmosphere. We both won 2 in each other's building now, so I don't know how much of a advantage the home court is to very evenly balanced teams record-wise and different personnel-wise, but play each other tough, and so have to go do it at the Garden, not relying on home court advantage, being that they already beat us there twice.
How much in the last 2 games have kind of changed how they defended out a little bit, and Jason's been able to take advantage of that? Just how big has his shot taking ability been to put pressure on the defense?
Yeah, they can kind of out hurt them early in the series, and they try to take that away, but it opens up other things for other guys, and so we know we can take advantage of those. But as I've said all year with those guys, it's the ISO or the switch or the mismatch is not just for them, and they're doing a good job balancing, taking the shots, and also penetrating and drawing the crowd and getting other guys looks. So that's all you can ask from those guys, our leading scorers. We depend on them to do that. But if they want to take Al out, it opens other things up for us. And I think we've taken advantage of that the last few games.
After game 5, where Taylor would just get the first switch he could and then go for that, how important was it tonight to keep finding more switches so you could technically wait for them?
Yeah, we were very deliberate about that. Me being connected and communicating on the fly. For certain guys, we want to pick on. And at times, Giannis got fouls. We got a little heavy going after him and kind of got bogged down. And we went away from that pretty quickly and wanted to still pick on their lesser defenders. And it takes the team out there. One guy may think he has an advantage, but you got a better or weaker defender on you. And it's on everybody to recognize that, not just us on the sideline. And so I think we did a good job of that. And like I said, not just trying to score on that cross match. It was more so getting everybody involved as well.
How do you feel like this year, like the challenges, the kind of ascension, the comebacks you guys had almost prepared you for these moments, kind of single defender as opposed to things that need to?
Yeah, I think it's benefited us. We grew a tremendous amount early in the season due to some of our struggles. Went on a stretch of winning a bunch of games by 20 plus, but had some tests late in the year that were good for us and understood that playoffs is coming. And those are going to be important for us to go through some tight games that we won late in the year. And so we kind of run the gamut on every situation, winning and losing. And I think that's benefited us as coaches to understand our team and what we want to look for, but also put our guys in high pressure situations.
You guys got 4 offensive rebounds in them, especially after last game. What did you just think of the effort there and having all these calls?
Yeah, it's an emphasis. I mean, they had been out shooting us by about 10. It's 87 tonight. And our thing is keeping them off the glass. That's a huge point of it. Obviously, how it hurt us last game, but to only give up 11 second chance points and 6 in the second half and only give up 7 offensive rebounds, obviously night and day from last game when they got 17 for 20 points and outshot us by 10. So that's a big part. And finish with the board before we can get out and go.
There were some moments where the offense started to get really bogged down. You were mentioning you would either make a sub or there would just be a dead ball situation. You guys would come out and actually run a full play. How important tonight was it to just make sure that you would get subs out there to make sure everybody could just change?
Yeah, that was a part of it. Some of the lineups, allow them to defend a different way. And like I said, bringing Derek in there stretches the floor a little bit, have someone else to worry about. But our main thing was getting into sets that we like. We want to play with pace, and I'm never going to be the coach that wants to stop and call a play every time down court. We rely on our guys to understand what we're looking for. But at the same time, when you do see it getting stagnant or we're trying to pick on Giannis because of his fouls, I think it took us away from what was working well in the first 3 quarters. So we got away from that pretty quickly and got back to off-ball movement, which we had some success with.
Final question for you, Nick.
Is Marcus okay?
Yes, whatever happened, yes. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, he's in there cheering, so he's all right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, questions for Marcus?
Marcus, you guys came out really aggressive, you know, open 3-point looks you're getting in the first quarter there. Was that just, is that a game plan thing? Was that just what the Bucks were giving you, and how important was that in terms of just opening up that offense for the rest of the league?
It was really just us playing. Excuse me. We were just trying to take what they gave us. Excuse me. And that was the 3. You know, we were hitting them early on, and you know it helped us out later down in the fourth quarter and the second half. The lane started to open up because we were hitting on shots. So we just wanted to go out there and take what they gave us and play basketball, and not be robots out there and make plays.
Jason did, especially in the fourth quarter. It seemed like every time Bucks tried to build momentum, he was there with some kind of shot or some kind of play.
That's why you get paid the big bucks. That's it right there for moments like that. And, you know, I was telling him the whole game, just be you, man, you know, and he was. And that's, like I said, that's what he gets paid to do. That's what we lean on him to do. You know, we did our jobs in the first half to, you know, to give him a break. And, you know, while they were doing a good job on him, we stepped up and we took care for him. And then he came in and did what he did and who he is, and he took that game over in the fourth and brought us on home.
What were these last couple of days like for you after the way Game 5 ended? Just, you know, getting over that and moving forward to this one.
Let's just say tonight would be the first night after that, since that game, that I get some sleep. I haven't been asleep yet, so right after that game, I went straight back to the practice facility, and you know, just got my mind right and just tried to, you know, do everything I can to prepare for tonight and make sure that we and myself bounce back.
Why do you think the road teams have had so much success in this series? Home court's dominating in all the other series except this one.
I mean, you got 2 juggernauts going at it. It's tough. You know, you got two defensive-minded teams that are physical, and, you know, we're beating each other up. So that's why. And, you know, not taking nothing away from anybody else in their series, but you see it, you know, they got 3 7-footers over there. We got a couple 7-footers. We got a couple 6'9" guys. So it's hard, you know, and especially being in the playoffs, this is what it's about. So it is what it is. But we got home court, and we're coming bringing it back to Boston, and we're going to need to go take care of business.
So talking about it, haven't slept since the end of the level of education, 7 assists, no turnovers, pretty much what happened in the final.
Definitely, you know, that final minute, those final minutes ate me alive. You know, and my guys, teammates, coaches was doing a good job of just, you know, making sure that I stayed as composed as I could and, you know, keep my mind right. Because I was really hurt after that. You know, I felt like I let my team down. And they, you know, just be you. And that's just all they kept telling me, you know, and Damian Stoudemire pulled me to the side and just told me, you know, because I dropped my head a couple of times in those possessions, and he was just, you know, I never seen you do that. And I just want you to not to lose confidence in yourself because we need you. And, you know, so coming tonight, I just wanted to go out there and make up for my teammates and, you know, help them out and try to get this win.
Well, like that, the game got tight there in the fourth quarter, they got down 5. Ime and you guys have to say anything in that moment?
No, we didn't actually, which is probably one of the first times we didn't have to. You know, everybody was just calm. Everybody kept their composure, and everybody was as poised as we've ever been, actually. And that was a sign of a team that's maturing, and, you know, and a sign that we've been here before, and it's time to just go handle business, and that's what we did.
How big was it to come?
Huge. It was, you know, I had to come set the tone. You know, you know, we all hear it. We go as I go. I'm the heart and soul of this team. My teammates say that to me all the time. And, you know, I try to be that for them. You know, the energy that I bring is contagious, and I know that, and I just try to bring that every game.
Was the game plan for you to guard Giannis more?
No, the game plan was just who's ever on him, just make it as tough as we can. You know, I got matched on him a few times and just tried to do the best I can. You know, dude was a beast, 7+ and 7+ wingspan, and take those long strides. It's tough. So, you know, we just wanted to make it as tough as possible, no matter who was on him.
When you are playing a guy like Durant or a guy like Giannis, who at times feels unstoppable, what does it mean to you guys to know that you have a weapon on your team that can answer the way Jason did tonight?
No fear. we know we got a Swiss Army knife on our side as well, so we're not worried. We just got to go out there and put ourselves in the right position and give our Swiss Army knife a chance to go do what he does.
There were moments where the offense got bogged down, dispatch hunting, especially with Giannis, got in foul trouble. There, you and especially Derek kind of came in there and reset the offense, got the boot with that.
Definitely. I mean, that was key for us, because in game 5, it happened as well. We got ISO happy. We stopped moving the ball and it hurt us. So, me and Derek being the point guards, we just wanted to come out here and make sure that didn't happen. And just whenever we felt that things were getting stagnant, to get us into something or take control and, make sure we get a great shot. And that's what we did tonight.
Marcus, what does a game 7 in Boston mean to you?
Man, means a lot. It means a lot. I mean, it's going to be loud. I've had a few game 7s here in Boston, and I just understand and know that being in the Garden is a place you don't want to be on the road in the game 7.
Is your leg okay?
Yes, my leg is okay. I'll be all right. A little banged up, just like everybody else, but doing everything I can to take care of the body so we can get back to it on Sunday.
Jason, off like that, what is he like? Does his demeanor change at all, or do you not try to talk to him, or what's that kind of like?
No, he's cool, calm, and collected all the way through. Even when he's a little frustrated, he still keep his poise as much as he can, and he went into another mode right there. We seen it in his eyes. He was aggressive. He was coming, telling us, "Give me the ball," and we give him the ball. He asked for it, and that's what we're gonna do. Like I said, that's what he get paid the big bucks. So we put the ball in his hands and let him make and create for us and himself, and he did that tonight.
A lot of the time he's like they're gapping him really high and he's picking up his dribble early and not really trying to drive the shoulder through that. Like late on Bobby Portis, he just drew the foul on the ground. Yeah. How big was it for him to just kind of take on that angry mindset tonight?
Tremendous for us. Tremendous. He's picking his spots very, very maturely. He's not forcing anything. He's letting the game come to him. He's taking what the defense gives him. And, he's waiting. He's allowing us to help him out in that first half, second. And then the second half, he takes over. He has that energy to take over, and he's seen things that from the first half that he was able to exploit. And that was one of them, and he did a good job.
Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Questions for Jalen?
It was a big time performance. Our backs against the wall, too. Love to see, JT come out aggressive and carry us offensively like he did. Force a game 7, definitely a signature game for the Celtics and for Jason. That was big. So get ready for the next one.
Marcus said you were taking the last game pretty hard. What did you guys do as teammates to try to keep the spirits up for this one?
You move on. Obviously, we feel like we let that game slip away, game 5. But we didn't want to let our mindsets come and affect game 6. Still had to come here back to Milwaukee either way if we won. So we wanted to come out with the right mindset and not get in our own way. And Smart had a big time performance, played great for us, got to a great start, got us going offensively. And we ended up finding a way to win the game down the stretch. But big time performance from Smart today.
When the Bucks started coming back in the fourth quarter, did you at all think like this is kind of what happened last game? And prepare to,
Yeah, they're tough. They're tough. give credit to Milwaukee. They execute their game plan defensively to try to make it tough for us. And, you know, when we are driving and being aggressive, you know somebody's always coming from behind you. So I'm trying to be aggressive, but also trying to make the right plays, and keeping a healthy balance of that is key into the next game.
Just what's it like when Jason gets into that mode and that he was there before?
I mean, shit, you tell me. Like the whole thing is the bottom line is we need to win. And that was a big time performance and helped us get the dub. So all our energy, all our focus is on winning, not trying to win an individual matchup, not trying to outperform whoever's in front of us as a collective, as a team, whatever it takes to win. And JT had that mentality tonight, and he came out and got the job done, helped carry us offensively. But Game 7 is a new story. So we got to come out as a team and find ways to win again.
What did it take for you guys to get mentally back?
I mean, you got no choice. Your back's against the wall. Elimination game, so you got to come out with the mindset, like kill or be killed, survival of the fittest. We don't want to be the team. We don't feel like we're the team that should be going home. So you come out and put your best foot forward, lead the pass in the pass, and do your best job to execute in the next game. And that's what we did. Derek has been great. He's made big play after big play. We continue to push him and challenge him, put him in positions to be successful. And he's just a big time player. He's came from San Antonio, where he played with Pop, and Pop is, of course, is one of the greatest coaches of all time, and he fit right in. And he's been key for us, and we're gonna need him to be even more confident and even more aggressive going down the stretch.
You, Marcus, and Piper, he and I looked last night. You guys have been through a lot over the years, obviously in the playoffs. How much is just going through those experiences and the confidence kind of help you guys in a spot like this?
Well, experience is the best teacher. Being in certain situations and being able to learn from them has been great early in all of our careers. Being in big time playoff games, being in Game 7s, being in the Eastern Conference Finals, etc. You learn a lot. So we got to show what we learned in this next game and survive in advance.
What do you think about when you think about the game?
Exciting, big time. The only thing I think about is winning. That's the only thing that matters, to be honest.
In these last two series, you had faced Durant and then Giannis talking about MVPs, finals MVPs. Got a guy in your team who's matching him. What does that do for your team's confidence?
You come out and play. It's not about no matchups. It's about who we played previously. We win as a team, we lose as a team. And that's the end of it. We come out and we play well. We need Jason to be a big time performer. Need me to be a big time performer down the stretch. Each game is his own story. But we don't look at individual matchups. We're trying to win a game as a team. So I think that's our mindset more than anything. Man, yeah, Giannis has been great for them, relentless in his approach. He's going to keep going, keep attacking. His conditioning is great. It doesn't seem like he gets as tired as others, and he just keeps coming. So we just got to keep coming with him. We got to be aggressive and keep doing our job and keep fighting. And eventually we should come out on top.
Final question for Jalen. When Giannis got into foul trouble, you may have said that you guys got too bogged down trying to target that. How did you guys break out of that?
Yeah, we were trying to make the right plays and identify, play smart basketball, which we did for the most part. But at times, we just gotta be poised, take a deep breath, and it's tough in the environment. Milwaukee is one of the harder places to play in the league. The crowd gets loud, they get into the game. we just had to slow down a little bit. JT made some great baskets in the fourth quarter, into the third, that carried us over, and we was able to get the dub today. So looking forward to the next game.
Jalen, we have one Zoom question, Jalen, from Mark D'Amico, please. Thank you.
Hey, Jalen, you've obviously played in multiple game sevens at TD Garden. It just feels like this has been such an emotional series so far. What do you expect out of that building when you walk into it on Sunday afternoon?
I expect it to be loud. I expect it to be fun. And, you know, I expect to be a part of a great game. I'm looking forward to it. Best two words in basketball in game 7.
Thank you, Jim.
And your questions for Jason, please.
Your mindset in the they cut the lead down to 4. I think at one point it looked like it can walk like game 5 in terms of how the fourth quarter is going. How are you guys with this?
Yeah, I think that was in the back of our mind, you know, game 5. And that's something we talked about, that we felt like they beat us on winning plays, hustle plays, 50-50 balls, that they were tougher than us in that fourth quarter, game 5. So that was in the back of my mind. That was in the back of everybody's mind, that we couldn't get beat on those kind of plays. And, you know, that our season was on the line. And we knew that. And we just had to dig deep and, you know, give it everything that we had.
Marcus to the way game 5 ended for him personally to come out and have that start that he did and get you guys going at first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, that was to be expected. You know, we got all the confidence in the world in Smart. We knew that he was going to come back and be the player that we needed him to be in the road on this game 6. And, you know, he stepped up. He was big for us tonight, especially in the beginning, making the right plays.
Jason, in history, there typically is a lot of carryover whenever games end the way they did in the last game. What was the self-belief personally, collectively, to make sure that wouldn't happen?
I think just kind of how much it stung, losing that game like that. You know, everybody had a bad taste in their mouth. And I think watching film, you know, learning from it. And I think the eagerness, and we were upbeat. You know, we weren't defeated, knowing that we still had an opportunity to save our season and come in here and get a win. And we believed that. We truly did. You know, we believed in each other, and I think it showed tonight.
Giannis had 44 in the game. There was a stretch there where you had 11 straight early in the fourth. Did you ever catch yourself thinking, I have to match what he's doing?
No, not really. I think obviously I know when I have it going. And, you feel that rhythm. And it's not necessarily about matching what somebody else is doing. It's just, finding your spots, knowing time and score and the situation of the game, being aggressive, but also, making the right play and doing what it takes.
When they cut the lead down to 6, they made that run in the fourth, you sort of just answered it. Did you feel like you needed to do something in that situation? What would you have on this team?
In a sense, yeah. I think I knew that I knew I had it going on the offensive end. And it just boils down to, it's 5-6 minutes left, and this was our season on the line, and knowing that, leave it all on the floor. And that's the mindset that I have, the mindset that we all have. So wasn't going to leave anything out there and have any regrets. So, just trying to do what it took.
Jason, what got you going?
Knowing that if we lost, our season would be over with. I was excited to play today. Game 6. This is like a big moment for all of us, for myself and the team, just to how we would respond. Losing game 5 was going to make us or break us. And I think we showed a lot of toughness and growth coming out here and getting a win on the road and just, giving ourselves a chance.
Watching these series, it just seems like every win takes just a whole lot. How do they challenge you to be great on every possession, every play?
I think they're a great team. I think everyone over there knows their role, and everybody's a star in their role. They complement each other really well. They're well coached. They run great sets, and they're not going to beat themselves. And that they've done it before. And we know that. So coming into this year, we knew it wasn't going to be easy by no means. Whoever wins was going to have to earn it.
Couldn't play midway through the fourth where you missed a layup. West End popped back past you and hit a 3 there. Got the foul just in time. You kind of blew pressure. So how do you kind of bounce back from that?
Yeah. D. White took a smart foul right there. But I mean, it's a very intense game. You want to make every shot you take, especially in those moments. Every shot feels like, the one. But, that split second, frustrated. But, regroup as a team, move on to the next play.
Since it's your rookie year that you guys had a game 7 at home, what does playing a game 7 in Boston mean to you?
It means everything. The best atmosphere in the NBA, and game 7s are the biggest, the best games. So looking forward to it, truly. Just winning this game, giving ourselves a chance, go back, and this is it. Just do or die, and it's gonna be fun. That's all. This is supposed to be fun. It's basketball, biggest moments, biggest stage, and when it boils down, it's just I go out there and just have fun.
You said you thought both Bucks were tougher than y'all the fourth quarter in game 5. What did you see that makes you think that, and how were you able to turn that?
50-50 balls and rebounding. I think they had 17 offensive rebounds last game, and some critical ones, obviously, in that fourth quarter. And, rebounding doesn't take skill. That is strictly heart and just toughness.
You said after game 5, that you guys got stuck in stagnation during that 6-minute stretch of the fourth quarter. And tonight, when you guys hit the 6-minute mark, you ran that ATO where you got that first one through, get Jalen you up to 3. Guys had a few driving 6. Like how did you guys stick to your offense and what actually got you?
Knowing that we did that last game, that's something that we talked about. Well, we watched film and we learned from it. And that was a topic of discussion coming into this game. And I think just having that self-awareness, constantly talking about it, Ime did a great job of, calling the right things, making sure that, we were moving and, not just, playing ISO.
You've been capping your drives pretty high in the series and you can pick it up where you get to the paint. And tonight you just kind of kept muscling through. You have like that foul on Portis, that big finish over Compton. What pushed you to actually fight?
Watching film, knowing what they trying to get me to do. And, realizing that sometimes I don't have to pick it up as high as I have and, kind of get myself in trouble.
One final question, Abby, go ahead.
What did you learn about yourself and your team?
That, we are as close and as tough as I knew we were. And that regardless of circumstances, I believe in everyone in that locker room that, we can, we have what it takes. And if we, stick together and put our minds to it, I'll take us any day.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, everybody.